It's crazy because like I think we underestimate the fact that one of the worst mistakes you can make in your life is picking the wrong woman. And a lot of times it's so cliche to say it, like don't choose a woman based off her looks. I think a lot of us, we understand that now, like when we hear people say that, but a lot of us, we still pick women based off their looks. Like a lot of times we still do that, and it has repercussions, you know what I'm saying, that you don't want to face. See, with me, man, I failed so many times in my life because I gave beautiful women or women I was very high interested in, I gave them a pass. Whether that was with certain things, right? I'll give y'all an example, right? For me, it's all about logistics. So if a woman is not willing to come close to where I stay at because it's too far of a drive, I'm good. Because I had a situation a couple months ago where I went, 45, 50 minutes to go see a chick. And then I realized there was like no chance of anything happening after that date because she didn't have her own crib. But even if she did, I'm not going back to a chick's crib I just met because you don't want to get set up. I done seen dudes get set up before. We know dudes, rest in peace, Trouble. And also too, you just don't want to get set up. You don't know if she got an ex or whatever. So you always want to be closer to your spot on a date because after the date, ain't nobody finna drive 45 minutes to your spot. A lot of us, we may say, I can look past a woman's looks, but you really don't. Because a lot of times you're bending on certain things, you're not even realize you're bending and you're losing leverage.
I don't care what nobody say. This is just something I want to talk about with my men. And I feel like this is why like a lot of men have problems with dating. When you out here and you dating women, stop just looking at the physical. Stop just looking at her body and her looks and all that. Like really look at, who she is as a person. Cause I know this sound auntie-ish and whatever, y'all hate these conversations. But one day, if you plan on growing old with somebody, she's going to get old. And all of that is going to decline. Like, you don't know when a woman looks gonna fade. I know girls that was looking good at 22.
What she's saying is hella important. This is why you don't go for a woman for the looks, because when you grow older, it's not gonna become about the looks no more. At that point, it's about the energy. It's about how you treat me. But it should always be like that. You should get both. Because she's not saying don't get a woman because she's attractive. That's not what she's saying. But what she's saying is just because she's attractive doesn't mean you should give her the crown.
At 22, that was not that same girl at 25. Like, not trying to, be funny, because I'm not like that, But you really got to make sure that when you picking a partner that you really like her as a person. That's why it's a lot of older dudes that really can't stand their wife. And you need to make sure that you like her mindset, because however she think and, whatever her values is, that
very important. Very important. Man, vetting is hard, man, because a lot of times, man, dudes we folding, man. We paying for it, or, we bending our rules, or we just bending to the woman's will, or she says, you gotta take me on a dinner date. We do that. And a lot of times you're not gonna be able to find a woman that's for you. I need a woman that believes in me. I need a woman who is loyal. I need a woman that sees the bigger picture. I need a woman who pays attention to detail. And until I get that, I will continue to move forward. Any other woman gotta just, we can have fun, but other than that, I'm good. I'm good because I'm not finna chase you. I'm not finna prove that I'm the one. I'm not finna do that, because at the end of the day, a woman's gonna go for a guy she wants. You know what I'm saying? A woman's gonna go for a guy she wants. So I'm not finna just, give you the crown because you got a fat ass.
That's what she gonna install in your child. Like, my mom was an exotic dancer throughout my childhood. So when I got grown, I had no intentions on being somebody's wife, trying to build with a man, trying to grow with a man. I always had a stripper mentality. Like, where the money at? Why he ain't gonna give me no money? It was all about the money.
Hey, I'm glad she's acknowledging this, because people don't understand your environment plays a huge part most times. And of course there's, outliers and people that are, like they're an exception to the rule type shit. But she's right. Like, I think what she's about to go on and say is that type of lifestyle she realized wasn't best fit for her to get the outcome she wants in life. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times women have this type of mindset. And again, you don't want a woman who thinks like that, because a woman who thinks like that is not going to be for you. You know what I'm saying? So a woman's mindset is huge, because if you get with somebody that's just with you for a good time and not a long time, you're going to be hurt.
Money and a check. Like, I didn't even pay attention to who he was as a person until I got older. You know what I'm saying? And like, life humbled me. So yeah, make sure, fellas, that y'all really looking into that. Like, do you like her? Cause all them looks gonna fade. But I'm done. Bye.
I like that she said life humbled her, because a lot of women have not been humbled. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women have not been humbled. But men, we're the reason why that is like that, because we continue to chase women, treat women, and women know this, right? Like, women know that guys want them because it's sexual. But the thing is, once you get to a point when you build, the thing is, that's why as a man, you always want to be building value within your finances, within yourself, trying to always putting yourself first, coming from an abundance mindset, because it allows you to see women for who they are. And what I mean by that is you pay attention to their actions. So if they're not texting you back, you don't continue to hit them up. If they're not, opening up their schedule for you to make time for you, then you don't press them on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's things like that. Those are the little things that matter. Those separate the boys from the men. You got to be able to have discernment with these women. You know what I'm saying? You can't be thirsty. You can't chase, because you need to see which woman is rocking with me for real. Because if you put any barriers in the way to get her to rock with you because of a circumstance, then you're not going to be able to see if she really rocking with you or not. You should never be putting a woman first because of her beauty. She has to earn the right to be number one. And a lot of times, a lot of us men, we just give women the number one trophy just because they got something fat back there. And a lot of times I get it, because it's the best looking chick you dealing with. We all been there. It's the best looking chick you dealing with, or you haven't dealt with these type of chicks a lot. So you thinking like, oh, let me not mess this up. And by you thinking like that, that's what causes you to mess up, because you're not focusing on yourself. Literally having that mindset of, I don't want to mess this up, you're coming from scarcity. Because the mindset should be, let me see if she likes me. Let me see if she makes it easy for me. Let me see if she puts obstacles in my way. It's all about watching what she does. I'm gonna be proactive instead of reactive. All right, guys, that's my video for today, man. I appreciate y'all guys for coming over to the channel as always. Guys, make sure you continue to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'm gone.